What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter. Let me make sure I got, okay. I switched my mics around. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today, it's Monday. Rod Wells, boy, you something else today. Boy, hey, hey, Rod Wells, just wonder why you the first one on the feed today. I'm just wondering. Other Brown, it must be some stuff y'all really, really want to talk about today. And guess what? I'm here for you today. Hold on, let me make sure I go through my little cycle, the things that I have to do to get the show turned on. Hold on, let me make sure I got everything. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay. Share the show with everybody. Let's see. Let me make sure I share it with my groups. But did anything happen, y'all? Did anything happen over the weekend that you're excited about? Is anybody excited about anything? Is anybody excited? I just want to know because I'm excited about it. But I just want to make sure. Hold up, let me go to YouTube and make sure I share it to my Twitter, and then we'll get this thing cranked up. I'm just curious. I haven't looked. Anybody excited? I just want to know. I just want to know, is anybody excited about something? Did y'all did something happen this weekend that was now, I had some good stuff happen to me this weekend, but I want to see what y'all had going on this weekend. I really, really want to see what y'all had going on this weekend. I'm working on something. Hold up, y'all. I'm trying to find everything here. Oh, I'm getting there. I see you out there. I see y'all. I can't wait to engage with y'all. I'm just trying to make sure I share everything. Okay, I got everything shared. Got everything shared. Got everything shared. Wow. What's up? What's up? Let me see. Rod Wells, Brad Kimball in the building, Otha Brown, Brandon Weefall in the building, Big Coach in the building. Joe Lewis said, Big Rod, did you, Lou Hamilton? Yes, I know. I didn't come. I didn't come. Did Joe Lewis? It didn't go. This is the first time in years that I haven't been to um, the Formula One in Arlington. I just had so much stuff I wanted to do here. I did not want to. That man says, sign in, tag somebody, and share the show. Rod Wells, thank you, man. Directed. They showed out TSU homecoming. Absolutely. TSU homecoming was amazing. Um, Greg King, what's up, baby? Shout out to Gregory King. He's in the building. You know what? You know what, y'all? I don't know where I'm gonna go today, but that TSU homecoming this weekend. Uh, y'all got to realize Robert Hatter went to PWI, and I didn't have the advantage that y'all did to go to TSU and Prairie View and Tennessee State and all of these things and have the Spell House and Spellman and Morehouse and the Hampton and Howard. It's just unique. Sonya, I miss you, girl. How you doing, girl? Sonya, your big show this tonight. The Texans play tonight, but um, he said, congratulations to my brother Gaylord Davis for getting inducted into the Texas Southern Hall of Fame for basketball. His number 10 already hangs in the rafters. Okay. Shout out to Mr. Gaylord Davis. Um, let's see. Eric is on the way to Barcelona. Um, I hit that spot you told me about. Yes, you got to hit. I got some more, and I meant to send them to you, but I'm gonna send you some stuff. I just got to get the names right. And are y'all just gonna stay, Eric? Are y'all just gonna stay in Barcelona? Because I had the advantage of going. I flew into Madrid, then went down to Toledo, then over to Valencia, then over to um, Barcelona. So I had 4 stops when I was there. So it's unique. It's a unique place, man. Great place, man. But please go by that place I told you and get all and you're gonna come back saying, I'm serious. I'm never forgetting this one place I sent y'all. I'll never forget being in that place. Then you might want to take a little island jump over to Ibiza because it's just a little plot plane when you're in Barcelona. I mean, the beaches are beautiful. It's just unbelievable, man. But down the road you got Valencia, and so just enjoy yourself. That's a trip that I'm just waiting, y'all. I'm serious. I'm not too keen on flying out of the country right now because of who in the White House, but I'm gonna resume all of that stuff if we can get this thing worked out. Let's see, where am I? Where's I'm at? So what happened over the weekend? What happened? What happened? Anything? But hey, that TSU homecoming. Hey man, I don't know where to start, man. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start. It was amazing. It was amazing. Um, I got a chance to see it in so many fashions. Y'all got to realize I'm blessed to be able to be in a position where just being around these HBCU, young, beautiful black people, young kids at this event, at the game. I went to the game. It was hot. It's hot. It was hot, hot as heck. Um, and I enjoyed watching the game. I enjoyed seeing the fans in the stands. I enjoyed the vendor tents. Um, I enjoyed walking up the Tiger Walk. Um, you got to realize now, I had none of this when I was in college. Okay. Uh, he said, I saw bad, sexy black queens at TSU. Lord have mercy. Oh, okay. Come on, Malcolm. Slow down, Malcolm. Quit objectifying these women now. But I'm just it was cool, man. And if you ever get a chance, get the drone shot. You know, you can never appreciate nothing when you're right there in the midst of it. But from up there in the air, watching a drone shot and see that beautiful sea of humanity, and shout out to the leadership at TSU. Shout out to the president, man. Shout out, man. Hey, I'm with you. People were complaining to me, talking about, but 7 o'clock, man, I'm ready to go now. Y'all wait about 7 o'clock. Enjoy yourself into 7. Uh, but it was so, shout out to Eric Boone. I hung out with him a little bit. Uh, I got tired though, man. I get tired. Me and him had to stop. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to Jermaine Mack, Jaylene Mack, and their crew. They had a great little section right up there. They had it the last time I was here, and they always take care of me. You know what? You know what? No, I don't understand though. I just don't understand, man. I saw a little young girl, man. She had the ball and just took it to her head. She just took it to her head and it was 92 degrees. Baby, you gonna get sick. And I really wanted to say, come here, come here, come here. Because ain't nobody telling you. And it was unique. And the basketball tent. The basketball tent was unbelievable. The men's basketball tent, Johnny Jones, them had some food, beverages. And I mean, you could just stay there and don't go nowhere else. And I got a chance to see so many people, man. Shout out to KTSU and the entertainment. I saw Lance Gross just walking through, just walking through. The thing is just, you know what funny though? I was laughing, and I guess this everywhere. Everywhere is the Q tent. It's just a whole lot going on. Everywhere that you got what's it, the Q's, right? Everywhere they got a tent at, man, it's just so many people in there, man. You just keep walking. You just don't go nowhere. Don't even go in that area. It's just too many people. But you know what I like with the girls? What they call it, y'all, strolling with the girls in the blue and white. Who is my girls in the blue and white? Y'all give me my girls in the blue and white. I didn't see nobody else strolling, so I didn't, AKAs, I didn't see you. Deltas, I didn't see you, but my girls in the blue and white. What's my girls in the blue and white? Somebody put it up. Somebody put it up there on the screen. One of the Divine Nine. Wait a minute, I find it myself. Who are the ones in the blue and white? Tell me who are the ones in the blue and white? The blue and white, the Divine Nine. Hold up. Hey, I know you know Anthony Lord. The Zetas. Thank you, Dave. Wait a minute, it's the Sigmas or the Zetas? Which one? They got the blue and white. The Zetas. They was off the chain. They was off the chain. But I ain't gonna lie, I stopped. I had to stop. I had to stop and go see them. Hey, James, I had to stop and go see them. Them girls were unbelievable. I like that kind of stuff, man. See, y'all got to understand, going to them other schools, I didn't ever see like that. You know, not like that all out there at one. He said, Phi Beta Sigma is blue and white as well. That's the men though, right? I'm talking about the women. It's the women. Okay, I'm talking about no dudes. I wasn't looking at no dude. The girl, the women. Who could? Hey, James, I was talking about the women. I ain't see the dudes. I wasn't watching no good. I wasn't watching no dude. But they were amazing. But everybody was nice. Everybody was engaging. I saw some people I haven't seen in so long, man. Yo, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. I remember I used to come to TSU when I first got here. And when you can drive straight up to the student center, they got the Tiger Walk. It's Tiger Walk now. But we used to pull up and we just sit out there in cars and just, it was just unbelievable, man. TSU, y'all are first class everything. Y'all are landlocked. We don't even have a stadium. But we don't have a official size stadium. That's why we can't have Grambling or SWAC. That's why we have to get a lower division school to play on our campus. Because I didn't realize, because it's the size of the stadium. I just found out. I was 70 years old when I found out that. It was unique information to find out, but it was just amazing. I tell y'all, it's just so much joy. I was tired as hell now. I walked 8,000 steps. I think the last time it was 10,000, but I just couldn't handle it. I just couldn't handle it. Them old folks I'm getting my steps in. Cause I sit down and rest a minute, and then I get up and move around because it was just so many. And then that's on the backside, right where the tailgate is. Then as I was leaving, going to my car, on the opposite side by the Tiger Walk, it was packed over there too. I didn't know it was a whole nother situation happening over there. I mean, if you just stay over on this side where the parking lot where the tailgate is, it's enough people. But when I went to explore, when I was going to my car, I said, wow, if I wasn't so tired, I would have went over there and hung out with them a little bit. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't. He said, enough parking to bring another swag school. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't got nothing to do with parking. James Wilson. James Wilson. I just told you what happened. You got to have an official size stadium to bring another Division I school in there to play. I just gave you the information, and you want to come. You want to come with your. Sometimes you just give people the official information, and then somebody just go, "Oh, enough parking to bring enough." They ain't got nothing to do with enough parking. They ain't got nothing to do with it. Just we wanted to have it on our campus, which was nice, so you can leave right out of it. You know what? I felt bad for it. When I thought about them. When I thought about them, I thought about the basketball. I mean, the football players. The football players, they didn't have a chance to really enjoy it. Uh, and maybe that's a good thing because football players get a little too wild. They get a little too wild. And Anthony Lawrence collects. You understand? Somebody always got something. I'm giving them official information, but it's not enough parking to bring those. Okay. But now here we go again. Everybody getting on the end of the conversation. Let me explain something. All y'all who just got in here late. I wasn't asking about no Sigmas. I said, who is the girls that were strolling? Let me repeat that again. I said, I know you just came in. I said, who were the girls in the blue and white? Who are the young ladies in the blue and white? Who are the girls? Who are the young ladies? Who are in the blue and white? I didn't say that about no men's. Who are the young ladies in the blue and white doing the strolling? They was cutting up. I didn't see no men in the blue and white. I didn't say that about no Sigmas. The Zetas. They was repping. They was repping. And maybe y'all got, but I was there a long time. I didn't see my AKA girls. I didn't see your stroll. What were you stroll at? I didn't see the dancers. What was your stroll? Maybe you did it when I went on the other side. Cause I kept moving around. Now some of the rap, the acts just wasn't. I didn't pay attention to the music because it wasn't rapping, and I just didn't pay. I can't even tell you who were the music guys were, but it was just fun, man. Just sitting and talking and seeing people that's all you gonna see. You're gonna see them the next time you go there because you ain't gonna see them nowhere else. Everybody said, where you been? Shit, out the way. Out the way. So, but it was a great thing. Eric, did I miss anything? Eric won't text me if I missed anything. It was just so much. Shout out again to men's basketball. AK had their own tents at the. This man said the AKA and the Alphas had their own tents at the tailgate. So did every other Divine Nine had their own tent. I don't understand that. Yeah, make sure you get out and vote. Yes, make sure you. I covered it all. This man said, I love y'all. The AKAs and the Alphas had our own tent. Everybody else had their own tent. Everybody had their own tent. Every Divine Nine had their own tent. I saw the Kappa tent. Everybody had their tent. Why? Let me repeat that. Everybody had their own tent. You can tell people who wasn't there. You can tell people who wasn't there. But shout out again to TSU, man. Y'all map that thing out to a science. Whoever was over logistics, whoever was over security, it was a police every two places you walked, it was a police officer somewhere. Every, every two, everywhere. I felt safe. I mean, it was, I'm just trying. He said, they were strolling by their tent. They were strolling. I mean, this man here, he just won't quit. They were strolling near their tent. I saw every tent out there. Let me repeat it. Because somebody didn't get it. I saw every tent out there. But when I passed by the Zetas tent, the girls happened to be strolling at the time. Me and my partner walked by. And I said, hold up, man. Stop that. And matter of fact, he taped every damn thing. He take a picture of everything. He got to tape it and videoing it. We walked by the AKA tent. We walked by the Alpha tent. We walked by the Kappa tent. Wasn't nobody out there strolling, Daryl Barnes. And you tell me that's why I didn't see him. I was out there. From what time I get there? I forgot what time I got there. Triple threat. It's just is people just be wanting to have something to say. I guess he just want to have. Eric Barnes said, Bob, do you hear me? Did you hear this man? You done left us out. You didn't talk about. I passed by. I saw the AKA tent. They got a beautiful tent. Oh, it was decked out. They got more than one. AKAs had several tents out there. I didn't see them strolling. Alpha, I saw their tent. I didn't see them strolling. Kappas, I saw their tent. I didn't. Let me go. How many divine? Let me go count. Let me count all the divine nines who was out there and had a tent. I saw the tent, Daryl Barnes. But just so happened, I might have walked at the right time past the Zeta's tent. Because it was prime time right there on Billionaire's Row. Everybody else was on the inside. They was right there, Chandra. They was right there on the big parking lot road. So as I passed by, they had the campers on one side, and on this side, then they had the Zetas, and the girls were doing their thing. Can't the Zetas just be great for a minute? Can't you just can't somebody else talk about another divine nine without somebody? You must get passed by the other tents. Yes, I did. I did. It's just, I like to see the girls. I like that. I don't know what the hell they be doing, but all of them be doing. All of them be doing. That's why I love when we have Greek night at TSU basketball. Cause all of them come in. Now that's when they really, really get to going on. They really get. But that's what was going. And y'all, you know what? You know what's so unique about TSU's homecoming? What's it? Prairie View. Y'all on the clock. Y'all on the clock. Y'all know what's so unique? I didn't even realize right across the street, U of H had a homecoming. I didn't even know it until people started posting. I said, "Yo, couldn't." Then I saw some U of H shirts. I was y'all got to realize. I was wondering why I kept seeing some U of H shirts. Them folks that left their own stuff, which I don't blame, to come over here and get some of that culture. Y'all need to share this show because it's about to get good. Y'all don't understand. When I go to events like this, I look at it with a different lens and a different eye. I love my folks. I love them. I mean, even when they don't, even when the dress, the way they dressed up is not commensurate to what I used to people dressing, how, especially the young ladies. But I say, I guess they got these little old beautiful bodies, and I guess they just want to show it off. I don't know. You know, there's one little girl. I'm sitting in the parking lot the day before. I'm sitting by the fueling station the day before. I mean, on the Friday. I think Friday, one of those days, on Friday. So I'm in there. Little girl come out the parking lot. She had the littlest, itty bitty, little skimpy little outfit. She was cute though. And guess what? All the way walking up there, uh, she was on the phone. I mean, FaceTime and walking. I know she said, I don't know what she was saying, but I know she was saying something like, I'm finna go kill her. Oh, it looked, she would have been better on Venice Beach with this outfit than at the camp. But it was hot out there. Wasn't no water though, nowhere. But I just, and I can't tell them, I mean, because somebody in the crew told them that they look good. So, and I'm just watching, and it was, she said, I repeat, ain't nothing like a HBC, ain't nothing like a HBCU homecoming. Y'all, I mean, cute little girls now. I mean, even the one that just took the liquor to her head. I said, baby, you gonna be sick. Oh, I know it. Yeah. And took it, what you call took it to the head. Took it to the head. But it was just, y'all, I can't, I'm trying to bring, I wish all of us was there together and could experience what I experienced, man. I take my hat off to every police department, traffic control, the leadership at TSU. Uh, man, them people, yes, to get all of them. He said, hold up, my daughter attends LSU, went to to Spelman's homecoming. Yeah, man, well, her dad went to the Morehouse. So, God, that's not a stretch. A friend of mine, hold up, friend of mine, well, I'm just showing you how we touch the world. A friend of mine, they were her and her son, they went to the Spell House. They called it the Spell House. I think Spelman and Morehouse combined there because the Morehouse got the girls and Spelman got Morehouse got Morehouse got the men and Spelman got the women. And so she said as they were coming back, it was hard to get Ubers. So she put on a son on, they got on the scooters and they rolling and rolling and rolling and was doing good. And both of them fell off. She said, her son said, Mama, I love you. I ain't never getting on nothing with you no more. And they fell off the school. She scarred her leg up, you know, and everything. She said, if I'd have had some jeans on, and you know what that was? And I thought about it. She said, if I had some jeans on, I've had some pants on, I wouldn't scar my knee up as bad. She had the little tennis skirt on. I try to be cute, whatever. Cute to get you hurt. But she said, boom, probably wasn't saying anything. But you know what? I was just thinking about, because there's people out there had on jeans. Ladies and gentlemen, it was hot as hell out there, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I didn't go where there was a crowd. He said, it's a big part of young culture. I went to U of H game and saw the same thing. Doesn't make it right, but a lot of them dress like that now. I mean, and I'm not finna bash the girl. Cause you, wait, man, what would you want to? What would you want to? You're grown. But, you know, and I know it was hot out there. So the little girl probably said, and this particular little girl I was talking about, she looked cute in hers. She didn't look, I mean, it didn't look salacious or nothing. It was just, I was just saying, man, it just seemed like, I thought could have been, that's my daughter. You know, I called my daughter immediately. I said, I hope you wasn't coming out here like that. She said, oh yeah, I had on, I said, you big girl. And she just looked like a little lamb going to slaughter. This little girl who came out the parking lot, had the little cute little outfit. It was just so, and it's almost see-through. And she started videoing herself. I said, wow. But it was some outfits out there. Shout out to even the young people, man. They y'all, hey, they you know what? They were showing their creativity. They were showing their creativity, and it was amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing. I really could talk about it all day long. The football field, the band was crazy. And then I thought about the band. The band had to work all day. So the band didn't have time to go. Because by the time they finish, go get a shower. Unless they come out there go get a shower and come out there. It was been 7 o'clock. So I felt bad for the band. But everybody else had a great time, man. Everybody else had a great time. Did I miss anything? Boom. You were with me. Did I miss anything? Did I shout out to all the people who stopped? I mean, people were so, you know what? People are always giving us something. Man, man, I ain't gonna get no drink. I ain't want no drinks. I didn't want no sweets. I didn't want nothing like that. Just give me, I can't, you know, I'm gonna go and get his plug. Boy, there's some dude named Ray on OST, Ray's Barbecue, TSU had. I didn't want nobody else food the rest of the day. Jermaine, I got some fried fish from them, but I didn't want none. But yeah, and you know what? I don't have to give a shout out to all the people, everyone who see. We didn't have to give a shout out to everybody who behaved themselves. Them people behave. We know how to behave, man. You gotta understand. Sometimes, man, when that's in any place. When you get too many of them spirits in you, that's why they call liquor spirits. Did y'all ever wonder why they call it spirits? And when you go to the store, it said liquor and spirits. You know, because in spirits take over your body. We're spirit beings, supposedly. So you can be filled with the Holy Spirit or the alcoholic spirit. So it's so I mean, it's people gonna act crazy everywhere you go. You can be a new dude. I went to Palm Springs. Y'all is a hood and a ghetto in Palm Springs. Everywhere you go. I've been to Brazil. So it's the projects right on this side of the street, and on the other side of the street, it's the mansions, literally right across the street from each other. But those people, I didn't even have to bring that up. This come from a person who evidently just didn't go. I know he didn't go. The comments he making, Darryl Barnes, I just knew you didn't show up. Because we don't have to, let me tell you something. You don't have to applaud people for behaving themselves. We behave ourselves. We are some of the greatest people God ever put on this earth. We ain't committing genocide right now on each other here. Now, ain't no telling what they're doing over there. But I just don't like when people try to shortchange us like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Driveway, she said they drive away from Sugarland to act crazy. Absolutely. But like I said, shout out again, TSU, y'all, I'm telling you, y'all feel me so much this weekend. I don't know if I'm gonna have the energy to make it to Prairie View. Cause I don't want to be in that line going in that one spot. See, at least at TSU, I know where to get in and get out and get in. I will never in no traffic, ever. Ever had my pocket spots secured. I mean, so it's gonna take an act to come. And to all you people telling me I need to come to Southern, y'all think I was gonna miss this to come to Southern's homecoming? Now y'all had some mishaps up there now. Cause I saw it, cause I ain't gonna lie. I Googled homecomings because I wanted to see did anybody have as much fun as I did. And it was Southern. It wasn't Southern, and some things happened. Man, thank you to TSU president. Thank you, sir, for making that call. I know for a fact that you had opposition. I know. Believe you me, because they was some powerful people was complaining to me. But man, you did. That was on you, man. See, being in positions of power, um, yeah, yeah, Mr. Crawford, President Crawford, when you in positions of power, you have to make decisions that everybody ain't gonna want Greg. Everybody ain't gonna want you to make those decisions. But I had no problem with it, man. I was right. I was tired. At what 5 something? I said, man, I'm gone because I don't want to be in the crowd. I got in and got right out of there. And yeah, man, I had my, hey, after 8,000 steps, anybody count their steps? Anybody count this? I be counting my steps. You said that's your brother-in-law barbecue spot. You tell brother-in-law he was off the chain. Tell brother-in-law that chicken breast, barbecue chicken breast, and that what's that? That dirty rice. Now they eat everything else, but that goes. I know I ain't finna eat all that stuff, man, and be out there walking around. Can't go use the restroom. No, sir. But hey, you was off the chain, Mr. Ray. Uh, Freightman said GH, the greatest homecoming on earth. The greatest homecoming on earth, they might have to move over. Because right in the middle of a city that's landlocked, like TSU is, those people made a way to make this thing. Please, somebody go get the drone shot of the TSU homecoming. Those people made a way. They made a way. The way they sectioned it off, the vendor tents. Everybody had. I mean, let me tell y'all something, man. I could talk about this all night, but I got some other stuff to talk about. But this our culture, so we should be able to share our culture on this show as long. I was just waiting. She said that was smart. No big crowds for me to stand in the middle of anyone. I just can't. This was it. He said Friday was cool at Southern, but Saturday at the game, them fools started shooting. See, we didn't have none of that. And thank God somebody was praying for us. Wheeler Avenue was praying for us. You feel me? Every church in that community was praying for us. Because I'm serious. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. It came up in the back of my mind, but he didn't give me a spirit of fear. I said, man, I'm going out here. If the Brexit people show up, y'all go, and those they ran them people off them campuses. They canceled a tour, talking about coming on there messing with them HBCU homecomings too. He said, yes, sir, count them every day. I try to get at least 10,000 a day. Well, I got me that 8,000 was a hard-earned 8,000. And y'all don't understand, man. You know how you have the dress sneakers, the dressier sneakers? I chose a comfortable sneaker today, and I had the dress sneaker in the car just in case I go somewhere afterwards. Let me tell you something. The greatest move I ever made. Those dress sneakers ain't made to walk out there on that long. And then my little old sneakers, they were brand new. They don't look brand new right now because of the dust. So, but let me see. Gary Carter, I wish you had been there with me. I didn't have no youngsters. I was riding around with an old dude. I wish I had been with a youngster. Oh yeah, I hung out with the basketball team. Zaterius Mortal and Josh Farmer. Uh, uh, and y'all, and do me a favor, go to TSU's social media so you can get to know the players. They putting out a minute video about the players telling you who they are and they like, so you can get to know the TSU basketball team players. I'm gonna start posting some of it too. I'm gonna start sharing it, and so y'all can on out Chop Shop. I want y'all to know who these kids are. Uh, can't go wrong with hookahs. You're right. You're right. You can't go wrong with hookahs. Lakeisha, Lakeisha, Lakeisha. I don't know about your little homecoming, Lakeisha. Lakeisha, she's a grandma tonight. Then y'all at y'all home? What was y'all homecoming, Lakeisha? Didn't y'all invite somebody to y'all homecoming and got beat? Uh, Lakeisha, help me out because I don't remember. Grandma had a homecoming and invited somebody and didn't they get their head tore off? Talk to me now. Don't get mad at me. Just talk to me. I'm just trying to refresh my memory, Lakeisha. She said, I ain't seen Robert. I ain't been on this show and he come on here messing with me already. Last week, yes, we did. Okay. Somebody told me that. I said, don't be talking about Grammy. I don't like nobody talking about Grammy. I like Grammy. And now I understand sometimes you don't have a choice. Sometimes you got to play a SWAC opponent. You know, I'm just learning, y'all. I'm just learning, y'all. I don't have enough SWAC hours yet. But let me get back to my regular scheduled programming over here. Let me see. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe ain't nobody brought this up yet. Nobody brought this up. I was watching Starting Five the other day, and I was hoping somebody came on this show and said, Robert, why did you tell me James Harden had a son? Wasn't that the best kept secret y'all ever heard of in your life? Nobody. I can't believe. See, Mindy ain't here. She would have asked me about Sonya. I can't believe Sonya. You must ain't saw Starting Five is the NBA's version of taking you inside, like inside the NFL. Inside, it's just taking you through the life of who the players this time. Last year we talked about Anthony Edwards and who was it? LeBron, Anthony Edwards, Jason Tatum, Sabonis and somebody else. But this year is Kevin Durant, James Harden, Jaylen Brown, Halliburton. Halliburton is interesting. Halliburton is interesting. Y'all got to watch it. Starting Five is off the chain. Did anybody know? Did anybody know? I know I knew, but I would never tell y'all. Oh, you haven't watched it yet? Okay, all right, forget it. Y'all got when y'all go watch Starting Five, give me a call. I mean, we're gonna talk about it on the show. So let me skip that. I ain't gonna even talk. I'm just gonna table that for y'all know what? I never get in that GOAT debate and all that kind of stuff and the GOAT debate. Y'all know I don't get in that. But y'all, since some of y'all didn't see what I see, and I hear people, talking about I'm going to work out with Dream. I'm coming to town to work out with Dream. I'm doing this. He said, I had no idea, just finding out today. Yes, and I've been knowing all the time. I've been knowing all the time, and I just didn't know. Didn't nobody know? I just know. I didn't know. I didn't know y'all didn't know. I wasn't nothing to talk about. But what's so unique though? They're coming to town. Wimby, I want to work out with Dream. I'm working to work out with Dream. I want to work out. Let me tell y'all something. And I know it might be hard to do, hard to reach it. But I might have to turn the music down. Hold up. Where is that? Hold up, y'all. I know I got this up here. Y'all watch this. Watch this. Oh, Sonya saw. Sonya, we're going to wait till everybody catch up with us, okay? We're going to talk about it, right? Wait a minute. Hold up. I missed something. What am I doing? All right, here we go. To all you people, watch this footwork, y'all. To all you youngsters out here, when we be telling y'all about something, just look at his feet. Don't look at nothing else. Got my shot block. Go get it. Now watch the feet. Y'all need to be calling him. Watch. What? Cash it out. Watch. That's half court. What? Oh! Left him. Yo. In and out. Watch it. Stop. Excuse me. Y'all talking about calling Dream. Y'all need to be calling him. Look. Oh. Yo. I know some of y'all, especially you youngsters, y'all ain't never seen none of this. Excuse me. Uh-oh. Y'all just watch the feet. Look. Excuse me. Oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan ain't gonna pick up the phone. I know. She said he taking no phone call. I know he ain't. But if I was a young man, I would say, let me go to Chop Shop. Let me go find that video and let me just practice. That's all I would practice. If I was a shooting guard, that's all I would practice. I would practice that. Did y'all see that? You know, people always tell me he's just there. He's so athletic. He's so. Yo, guess it's one young man who did it. His name is Kobe Bean Bryant. Them the videos he was watching. And another one, y'all, and thank you, Big Coach. Big Coach said something. Y'all notice he didn't take 1,000 dribbles? Y'all, I love this. Y'all, see, this is what I've been finding out, y'all. You remember I mentioned the little white kid, the guard that played for Purdue the other day? I'm gonna show y'all why I like it. Y'all know if I mention a dude on this show, he got to be dude. Bang. This in the scrimmage the other day. Watch this. Them the kind of passes I used to make. That's the preseason point guard of the year right there. And somebody might tie his head off. Somebody gonna get him. That Donovan Dent, he got the run. He gonna run up against. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all, when I tell y'all about a player, I'm gonna let y'all watch that again. Now they got a slow pace. They got the slowest pace. I think they got the slowest pace in college basketball. I think it's 56 teams. They probably 354. Division One. That did not happen on campus. Oh, okay. Good. The shooting did not happen on campus at Southern. Okay. Thank you, Jesus. Anthony Edwards said he spoke to him this summer regarding this post game. Okay. Anthony Edwards, if Anthony Edwards had that, unbelievable. Bitch, coach, that did not happen on campus. That happened in the neighborhood behind the yard. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I mean, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen someplace. What else I had to show y'all? Hold on. Y'all know I can't get out since I'm showing highlights. Y'all know what tomorrow is, right? Tomorrow, what happens tomorrow? The NBA starts tomorrow. Y'all, there's some stuff happening to the NBA this week. Hold up. Let me wait. I want to give a shout out because I didn't know. I didn't know. I knew of the name, but I didn't. He's so older, and I'm not from Houston. But today, People Magazine, Paper City Magazine, is paper in Houston. That many still that it was talking about Bill Yeoman Jr. He said people still don't grasp what University of Houston's great Warren McVeigh endured to break the color barrier in much of the South. Let me put him picture up on the screen next to me. As the first black player to get a football scholarship in Texas. I can imagine what this kid was going through. Most people don't understand that he got a lot of death threats. Just because I got a scholarship, I got a death threat. I want y'all to hear that. I'm gonna speak that. Just because I put him up on the screen there with me, because he got a scholarship. He didn't do nothing. He didn't mess with nobody. He didn't beat nobody. He didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing. They gave him a scholarship because he's talented enough and smart enough to get into school, and he got death threats that were extremely serious when we started playing teams that we played every year. He said this is the son. Bill Yeoman Jr. is the son of the U of H coach Bill Yeoman. He said that included Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, and Memphis was really probably the most cruel. He said there were many times that his dad told him that he told the kid that you didn't have to play his first couple of years if you didn't want to play, man. That's how serious the threats were. And Warren just said, let's go play. And McVeigh passed away this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, at 79 years old. And Bill Yeoman Jr. want people to remember his friend's courage and his heart. And they say they got more to come. I don't know if anybody knew that story, but I had to share that story with you. But yes, you're right. Early voting started today. Get out and vote. Get out and vote. As soon as I leave here after the show, I'm voting. Big Coach, you're right. You did never say it happened on campus. You're right. You clearly said Friday was cool and Saturday they started shooting. That's exactly what you said. In other words, wait a minute, what you said? I don't I don't know what you missed, player. I like that. I like that. I like that. I don't know what you missed, player. This is what happened is um Big Coach mentioned that Friday and Saturday were cool at Southern because he was there. But Friday was cool, but Saturday they got to shoot. He didn't say where. Uh, and Anthony Lawrence Collection said it did not happen on campus. And then he said it did not happen on campus. It happened in the neighborhood behind the yard. That's close to campus. It's very close. The yard is close to campus. Uh, and he said he never had anything. And Trey Phillips said early voting starts today and ends October the 31st. Get out and vote. I can't wait. I can't wait. I just feel like voting. I feel like voting. I feel like voting. Yes, I feel like voting right now. Feel a little vote coming on. Let's see what else we got. You know what? You know what I've been noticing about y'all? Y'all ain't been talking much about KD. Why? Houston, Houston fans, Houston Texans, Houston. Why y'all ain't been talking that much about AD? I mean KD. Is there a reason? Maybe it's a reason. Y'all tell me. So I want to know why ain't y'all been talking about him that much? Y'all, we got one of the biggest players to come in the league right now. One of the big three in the league right now. And why aren't we talking about him as much? Why? I mean, I don't know. I'm asking. But I heard some things about him. I can't. Somebody remind me if I talk to you on the phone. Tell me what y'all heard about him. I went there. I got another question for you. Okay. Since y'all don't want to talk about KD, see, y'all don't even like him. Miss McKessler said the NBA starts tomorrow. I can't wait. I can't wait. Matter of fact, let me look at the schedule. Da-da-da, da-da-da. I can't wait. Opening night, the Rockets. I know they're going to play OKC, the ring ceremony. Oh, it ain't gonna be but 2 games. TNT is gonna air the Rockets versus the Thunder first, and the Warriors versus the Lakers. See, you notice, who playing? Supposed to be playing that. LeBron's supposed to be playing, but he gonna be out. So Luka finna be the man. But Stephen Curry's playing. Luka's playing. Kevin Durant playing. It's by design. Y'all, we got one of the best players on the planet. The easy money sniper. Why do we not talk about it? She said, trying not to get excited. Why? He said, did you hear about former Oakland native and Tampa Bay Buccaneers running back Doug Ma, who was killed in the custody of Oakland Police Department on Sunday by the cameras and by the cameras and autopsy body cameras. Okay. Body cameras. Whew, y'all. See, so y'all don't think it's me. Y'all won't think it's me. I'm just watch me. He put it. Sonya, you say you try. How you can't get excited about Kevin Durant? Oh, you don't want your emotion. Okay, I got you. Okay. I like that. Y'all ain't even talked about the man giving up $30 million to stay and sign with the Rockets. He gonna be here 3 more years. Nobody mentioned that. That man said, if you're not on Jordan brand, good luck. What you mean by that? I don't understand that one. What you mean by that one? Oh, KD the fatigue? How can you have KD fatigue? What about KD you don't like? I'm just curious. See, evidently, Bartholomew, you're not a Houston Rockets fan. The Warriors, yes. And Travis, you want me to tell you why they released him? Well, first of all, he was on a training camp deal. He was on Exhibit 9, a training camp deal. He's on a training camp deal, right? So he could work out with the team and be with the team during the training camp. But they're so into the luxury tax, they not be able to sign him now. They cut him and LJ Cryer because they don't have money under the cap right now. And probably tomorrow or the next day, I'm gonna get deep into it and tell y'all a little bit more of what happened. Why are players leaving money on the table this late in their career? I don't think he's leaving money on the table. After that Clippers stuff that happened, I don't think he's leaving money on the table. I don't think he is. That's all I'm gonna say about it. He said Texas is like being home. He likes it and a cup and of course the money. He said take advantage of KD's situation. It's very unique. I know y'all wish y'all had him up there in Chicago. That is Moody, right? Yes. They can't. It ain't that easy, Kevin. It ain't that money gonna be released. It's just at the beginning of the season, they have projections, Trey, and they have to have certain. They have to get to a certain thing in the beginning of the season. A month from later, toward the end of November, things after they projected and after all the numbers get crunched, it might be some leeway in November. That's what's going on. She said, love how the team seems to be bonding. Katie smiling every time you see him, feels good. Like he's not a leader though. I wouldn't say he's a leader. And he don't say he'll leave it. He's just a great basketball player. If I was a young player, I would watch everything he's doing because he's one of the best. He said, but he's been on so many teams in the last few years, people are afraid to get tied to him. That doesn't diminish him, just his brand is worn out. Hey, Mr. Bartholomew, he got traded. Mr. Bartholomew, he got traded, man. Mr. Bartholomew, he got traded. He got traded. He got traded to Houston. He didn't just up and leave, he got traded. Mr. Bartholomew, I got a question. Are you at the same job you've been at since you came out of college, high school? Are you at the same job? You moved around. That man had a disgruntled employee. He had a disgruntled employee when he was at OKC. It was hard working with Russell Westbrook. No, he did not ask for no trade. No, he did not. He didn't ask for no trade. He turned down the trade to Golden State again. See, I just like y'all. See, sometimes y'all don't have your facts straight. Y'all just have your opinions. He asked for those trades as well. No, he didn't. Same contract, same contract. That's why they can be easy to be so cut. They couldn't keep this. It just couldn't keep LJ. All you had to do is go look at the people on their team. It's going to be hard for LJ to make their team. You can only keep. Listen, you can only keep 15 players and 3 two-way people. Some people keep 14. You can keep up to 15 and 3 three-way people. Some 3 two-way people. Wait a minute, 3 two-way people. 15 plus 3. And some people are keeping 14 because the cap is so high. Everybody's trying to stay below the threshold. And I got all them numbers for y'all, man. I don't know if I'm gonna give them to you today, but I might if I look. His brand is not worn out. He's box office. Absolutely, he's box. Sales are up, Mr. Bartholomew, 25%. I talked to the sales department over there. I don't like how Golden State be handling short guards from Houston. What you mean, how they be handling short guards from Houston? That's the NBA, player. I don't think y'all know how good you got to be in the NBA. He wasn't good enough to play. Didn't nobody else pick him up either. Yeah, they can be, you can be on the G League team, but being on the G League team and a two-way contract is different. You can be on the G League team, you're just on the G League team. Two-way contract, you goes back and forth between the G League teams. Golden State just didn't have enough money, dude. Golden State gave you them 2 guards you talking about, they gave them a chance to go and play in the summer. Man, it's hard, man. Y'all just don't understand. And I can tell by some of y'all comments, y'all don't understand how hard it is to make an NBA. But like tomorrow night, the Rockets play the Thunder, 6:30 on NBC and Peacock. And the Warriors come on right behind on both networks. What else? What else we got? What else we got? I mean, let me see. Do I want to go there? You know what? I guess. We'll talk about it since y'all mentioned it. As expected, a majority of NBA teams made the rosters. Um, Let me make sure I get in there and get this thing right. They made sure they roster cuts. They was on Saturday, and they didn't want to wait till Monday deadline to set the regular season. It's a reason why they didn't want to wait till the day, because they got the deadline is 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock Eastern. Completing these moves. Let me explain it to y'all. It's very hard to make it in the NBA. Okay, just cause somebody good to you. You don't have a team. You're not a general manager. You're not a coach. You're not a scout. And when you get your team, you'll understand it a little bit more. Completing these moves on Saturday will ensure the players on non-guaranteed contracts clear waivers on Monday. That's the day before the regular season begins. If a team had waited until Monday to waive a player on a non-guaranteed deal, he wouldn't clear waivers until Wednesday. And guess what? And the team would be on the hook for 2 days worth of his salary. Y'all got me? Did y'all get that? TV broadcast is up 25 plus game from last year. I'm answering your question objective. 20 TV broadcast is up 25 plus game. I'm a home at heart, but he is injury away. Yes, he's an injury away. Everybody, I got a question. What if no player ever in history ever got injured? Every player, how the history book would look. If Penny hadn't got hurt, if Grant Hill hadn't got hurt, if Barry Sanders didn't get tired of getting beat upside, what if nobody ever got hurt? Injuries are part of the game, man. Injuries are part of the game. Drones, I saw a young fella this weekend, Drones. I saw him. But let me keep going. Let me explain to y'all why people got cut Saturday to save their bread. Hey man, that 2nd April, I tried to explain that to y'all a long time ago. I'm not about to explain it again today. But after Saturday, it was a whole lot of roster moves. And let me see what's going on around the NBA, because they've been sending me the let's see. Okay, the rules governing the number of players NBA teams can carry on its roster varies depending on the time of the year. Between the start of the regular season and the last day of the team's season, a club isn't allowed to carry more than 15 players on its roster, except in rare instances. Generally, when a club with the 15 players on its rosters acquires a new player, it must waive somebody else to clear the spot. But in the offseason, where we just left, those teams are permitted to carry up to 21 players on their roster. Okay? The regular season limits applies to players on standard contracts, while the off-season limit applies to players on any form of contract. That's why LJ Cryer, Seth Curry can have those training camp deals. All right? Okay? All right, let me give y'all. Let me give you some stuff. Let me give you a little bit. He said, "You try." That man said, "I'm trying to explain trigonometry to y'all." Penny would have been one of the greatest ever, absolutely. But watch this. Watch this. Triple threat is in the building. Hey, watch this. Teams. I'm trying to put it to you where Ghost can get it right. Teams whose roster limits within the regular season limits. Teams whose rosters are within the regular season limits, right? Regular season. Of the 30 teams, NBA teams, ain't but 30 of them, 27 have rosters that comply with the league's regular season roster limits. 27 of the 30, which state that clubs can carry more than 15 players on standard contracts or 3 on two-way contracts. You got me? 15 players on standard contracts. Or you can cut that down, have 3 or 2 two-way contracts. And the following 10 teams are right at the limit. I'm going to give you 10 teams right now. They're carrying 15 players on standard contracts and 3 on two-way. All right, here these teams. Charlotte. Well, let me see who got Chicago, Dallas, Indiana, Memphis, New Orleans Pelicans, OKC, Sacramento Kings, San Antonio, and Utah Jazz. And just because these rosters look ready for the regular season now, doesn't necessarily mean they're fully locked in. That man said, what if Derrick Rose and Jabari Parker never suffered that? Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a good one. Them 2 good ones too. Let's see what else I had to say. It's just, man, it's just, I'm gonna give you, I got an example for you. It's an example now. They might not do this. Just because these rosters are looked already and ready for regular season, like you go online now, you might see some, doesn't necessarily mean they're fully locked in. Okay? It won't be a surprise to me if one or more of these teams make a minor tweak before Monday, before 4 o'clock. And y'all might see it. It might come on NBA Today when we get out. That could be as simple as swapping 1 or 2 two-way players for another. It could also involve a standard roster spot. For instance, I'm going to give you for instance. This is not true. I'm going to give you for instance. Let's say the Pacers decide to carry 1 more point guard. Is more important than having 4 centers and decide to place claim waivers on what's the boy named Jared Butler, who used to play for Baylor, and waiving Tony Bradley and his non-guaranteed contract. I'm not saying this will happen, but it could consider this move. It's just an example of what is possible before 4 o'clock today, 3 o'clock our time. So it's a lot of stuff. Now we got 15 teams who are carrying 14 players on standard contract and 3-way and 3 on 2 ways. You got 15 teams. You got the Atlanta Hawks, the Boston Celtics, the Denver Nuggets, Detroit Pistons, Golden State Warriors, Houston Rockets. They're carrying 14 players. These teams carrying 14 players. The Rockets trying to stay up under that salary cap too. The Clippers, the Lakers, Miami Heat, Minnesota Timberwolves. All these teams carrying 14 players. New York Knicks, Orlando Magic. What's that? Who is that? Philadelphia 76ers, the Phoenix Suns, and Toronto. So it's just a lot of stuff, man. It's hard, man. And Big Coach, I mean not Big Coach, King Sticks. I know y'all think it's easy and everybody's just no, man. To be on one of these NBA teams, man, you have got to be. I know y'all see them on TV like, man, they ain't that good. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Let's see. Yo, by the way, anybody familiar? I got a question. What restaurants wouldn't you eat even if they gave you free food? Somebody told me to ask y'all that. What restaurant you wouldn't eat in even if they gave you free food? I don't know the average per diem. It goes up every year. I don't know, probably $300 a day. I don't know. Around in that area. 300. Man, them dudes make millions. They make millions. They want that per diem, but per diem ain't nobody going home. Ain't nobody going without a meal, Chuck McGowan. Panda Express. Okay, somebody told me to ask y'all. Denny's, Las Cocos. Okay. Somebody just told me actually they gave you the feed free. Free. You know, I got anybody who got volleyball? Anybody got a volleyball daughter, a volleyball people? A Trump burger. Absolutely. You right. Anybody got a volleyball daughter? Uh, Watch that. I just called my yeah, that's my daughter text. What else I got? Anybody familiar with college volleyball, women's volleyball? Anybody familiar with? They got this girl. I can't wait to see. I can't wait. We'll get off this show. Somebody just told me this young girl. Anybody heard of this girl named Natalie Newsom? Anybody heard of Natalie Newsom? Man, McDice gave me his whole per diem once. It was down at $1,400. He said I was happy as hell. Hey, volleyball daughter over here. Tosh, listen, y'all, I got to talk about her. I can't wait till Women Rock wins. Because as soon as I get off this show, when I go vote, I'm finding me some Natalie. He said, cousin of it. This girl is a sophomore at SMU playing volleyball. She is 5'11". She has a 40-inch vertical. Don't y'all know that's in the top 4 of the 2025 NBA combine? The draft combine? I can't wait to watch her. Somebody showed me one spike. I said, this girl head, all of this is over the net. Natalie Newsom, girl, you got a fan out of me. She said, Jack in the Box. Natalie Newsom, you rock. Natalie Newsom is a bad girl. You know, I was just talking about a minute ago, all of us. Hold up, before I get off here, y'all. Hold up, I got something for y'all to do. Got some. Y'all put this number in your phone. My girl, Carla Giuliotto, the FNP aesthetic injector. They call her the Michael Jordan of hair restoration. She's a bad. People be going all over to Turkey to get their hair, trying to get the hair right. And this man here said, I'm going over here on Sweetwater Boulevard. And after 3 months, his girlfriend just rubbing through his hair now. And I know most of us ain't, but we got some friends that might need their hair restored. Instead of going to Turkey, yeah, I keep telling y'all you need to call LeBron. I mean, she helped with acne. She helped with all kind of things, facial, everything. I mean, men. She got certain procedures for men. She got certain procedures for women. Just call her Giuliotto, and tell her Robert had her, and the Chop Shop sent y'all. Just call her. Say, Carla, Robert told me you got so many services you offer. She might have a services that I haven't mentioned on the show. But 832-446-3206 and tell her I said Robert had told me to call you. Okay? I promise you, you're gonna be pleased. She bad. But she said went off the girl's face and had to be subbed out. Rose was the truth. I don't think Jabari would have made. Yeah, Jabari would have been. Jabari was one of them. King Sticks. I'm gonna do like the man told this guy, Jonathan Major, told this guy the other day. Dude was talking about the Bible, what he read in the Bible, how he interpreted the Bible. And Jonathan Major said, man, I'm not going to agree with you, but do me a favor. Go read it again. Go read it again. Go read it again. Go read it again. King Sticks. You better go and look at Jabari Parker again. It was no coincidence he was a top 2 pick. He just kept getting hurt. And that's what Daddy's Moody was so eloquently trying to show you. But you just talking about Rose was the truth. Jabari Parker, nobody didn't want no parts of him. Nobody. Whatever gym he walked in. I'm just telling you. Yeah. Sometimes just go study him again. But I was talking about the pass. I just showed the Braden Smith pass a minute ago. I played this highlight. Ladies and gentlemen, the level of difficulty on that pass is so insane. And he in college. Yeah, but your opinion got to be based on fact. I done told y'all about y'all opinions. Don't y'all know people don't give a fat rat's ass about y'all's opinions? Anybody can have opinion. Candace Owens got an opinion. Charlie Kirk got an opinion. Donald Trump got a damn opinion. Everybody got an opinion of King Sticks. All I told you is just go look again. I didn't say you was wrong. Don't you know your opinion should be based in fact? If it's not, you just talking. Ain't no damn opinion. You just running your mouth. What's your fact? What's your fact? Give us a fact. Give us a fact that he wasn't good. Y'all, we need to read more. We got to know a little bit more. We got to look. We just can't have opinion without knowledge, ladies and gentlemen. I get tired of it, and I'm not gonna keep letting y'all putting it up on the screen. Your opinion. Give me a fact. He gained weight. The thing was, if he hadn't got hurt, him and David Rose would have been phenomenal. And yes, I've seen him play enough to understand that Jabari Parker. See, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry if you're just tuning in. We have a lot of people that come in our comments saying, well, that's my opinion. Let me show you why. Why? Right there. It's my opinion. But is it rooted in something that you know? Have you studied? Have you traveled and seen Jabari? Have you talked to various different scouts and different people? Just having an opinion is not good enough today, sir. As a matter of fact, just having an opinion is dangerous because now you're putting things out there that are not true. We got to stick to the truth, Mr. King Sticks. We got to. And I know you have a right to your opinion, and no one is trying to erase your opinion. But people have a right to our life experience. Me and That Is Moody has experienced Jabari Parker. in that realm. Ain't nobody say, I didn't say about no Hall of Fame. I just said, what if people didn't get hurt? What if no athlete ever get hurt? That's how the story started. Everybody got an opinion these days. That's my opinion. I love these people with these opinions. And I just be trying to make you think. It's okay to opine about somebody else's opinion. I'm opining about his opinion, but it doesn't make his opinion right, and it just doesn't make it wrong. I didn't say he was wrong. All I said, what did I say, ladies and gentlemen? Go look at it a little bit more. Study more. Like that man told that man, hey man, you need go read the Bible some more. King Six has a right to his opinion, but just like Daddy's Moody got a right to his. That's my opinion, and that's it. I ain't said that, and it's not. I'm on the show. I never said it. I just said, go study it some more. That's interesting. Ain't that interesting? He said, it's also funny how dudes get on these podcasts talking about how dog NBA players in the summertime. That's weird. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of people who have a lot of ill-formed opinions that they are very strongly and passionately wedded to. We have a lot of people who decide that some things are things and that's it. Just like King Sticks. I mean, King Sticks didn't even hear me. I ain't say he was wrong. I said, just go look again. I said what I said. But there's no logic in it. It doesn't matter how logical I am, no matter how logical Daddy's Moody is, it doesn't matter if you have facts no more. I got a question. What are facts in America? America is so intelligent, we don't need to have facts no more. Boy, I got to give me a drink on that one. Y'all making me go a whole nother way. But we got something. Every now and then we got to stop and talk about these opinions. Because people got opinions. That man says funny how dudes get on a podcast and say what they done did to an NBA player. Does it matter? Then the man said he wasn't all that. But you sit around here and talk about why we see your references, King Sticks. You will ask us why an NBA team did Houston guards bad without understanding. But that's your opinion. And I'm going to ask you again. Learn a little bit more about the league. Learn to know that people, the guys you talking about their size, they don't make it that often. We are in a time and an era where we have so much access to information. This is the information age. And yet, at the same time, Tank, we have so much willful commitment to ill-informed opinions that we are so wedded to and are so firmly rooted in. This man rooted. King Stick is rooted. He's rooted into it. I saw him at Duke and Chicago. He was nice, but he wasn't all that. I know. But y'all, King Sticks, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about the comments. Let's start today. What's the day? What's the day? Give me the date. What's the day? October the 20th, 2025. Can we all agree today? Can we all agree? What did my man say? Triple Stack, King Six, you out there don't. Can we all today? Let's be open to learning. All of us. Let's be open. Let's be a little bit teachable. I was about to give y'all some. I was trying to give y'all a prime example how some NBA scouts need to just use common sense. When I saw this young man make this pass. Y'all, everybody don't have the nerve to make that pass. Everybody ain't got the cash yet because they're going to get their ass took out the game. You make that pass no matter, and it don't work. The moxie. But ladies and gentlemen, we're seeing in real time in the last couple of days what happens when you get bad advice from people. Everybody got their opinions. Bryce Hopkins benched the player at St. John's. It's Rick Pitino. He done benched this boy. R.J. Lewis just got cut. Both great talents that should have been battling for the Big East Player of the Year last year. And both should still be superstars on a college team. Don't always listen to the guy in that white suit up there, Pitino. If Bryce didn't rob Providence College, some people probably would have a little more sympathy for him. They think he just left. He just robbed Providence and came in. Ladies and gentlemen, these people, man, I can't tell you who's right. See, the man wedded. The man wedded to his opinion. Man, hey. Dad Moody, you know he ain't gonna listen to you. He ain't listening to a person who got, hey, hold up. If one of these high school basketball people tell him, hold up, watch it. If one of these high school basketball people around here tell him a player good, he agree with them. But a person got 30 years experience in this NBA realm, he don't even want to listen to them. There is this concept about whether or not you're a teachable person. You can be very intelligent, but you're not teachable. Nobody wants to work with you. If somebody was to come and say, man, this little player here is good at high school basketball. Oh, he all over that one. But a man with 30 damn years experience in this triple threat. I said what I said. All I said was barring injuries, I'd love to see what he said. You talking about he ain't this and he ain't this. Because you think you know everything. But there is a concept of being an informed person. But if you're closed off to knowledge, if you're closed off to an idea that there is information out there that perhaps you don't know, or if there's some information that conflicts with the facts that you've already learned, and there is information out here that conflicts with the opinions that you have already formed, it really can be disconcerting. Disconcerting. Hey, y'all, 2025, right now, I want us to condition ourselves to be open to learning. Thank you, King Sticks, for giving us an opportunity to even talk about this. I want us to be conditioned to open to learning information that conflicts with our strongly held opinions. If you had gave me some opinions and some facts, if you gave me some information, show me where he couldn't have been good. Sometimes you got to be willing to soften yourself of these strongly held opinions. Just to consider, man, the validity of new information you might be able to get. It's all right. It's all right. But let me keep going. We're talking about the top 15 stuff, because college basketball is upon us. Starting, what, man, yeah, I got a little time. Starting 15, the top 15 starting back, of course, in the country. Some people were telling me. This is not mine. I'm just giving you something to throw out there and y'all can form your own. You can form your own. Nobody's wrong. We didn't even say you was wrong, King Sticks. We just said, what? You say he ain't nothing. No, Jabari Parker was something. But the number one, and I'm just giving you information, and it's people sending this stuff to me. The guy I just showed you, Braden Smith and Fletcher Loria. Watch Purdue's backcourt when you see him. The next time you see Purdue, you see them play, just if you ain't gonna see the game, go look in the box score and look for Braden Smith, the guy who had the behind the back pass, and Fletcher Loria. Okay? Number two, I told y'all about him last summer. He was in high school. I walked in the gym. The kid went up and down the floor, and I'm gonna keep explaining this to let y'all know. The kid went up and down the floor, King Sticks, 4 times and did not score a basket. King Sticks would have came out there and said, ain't nothing to me. King Sticks, I got up out of my seat and went and asked the people at the score table, who is that? Why should it? I didn't tell him he needed to agree with me, Herb Baker. Nobody even talking to you, but I'm glad you said that. But he'll agree if Herb Baker says somebody can play some basketball in Houston, a high school basketball player, he might agree with that. But I'm telling him, I didn't say he was wrong. I guess you got late in on the party and coming in and comment. That's why I hate when y'all bring y'all ass on this show and don't know what the hell y'all talking about. The how this came about was, I got to repeat it for you people who come on late and run your mouth. We said, what if no player ever got hurt? Football, basketball, whatever. We just did a hypothetical. Late to the party. And Thaddeus Moody mentioned Jabari Parker and what's it called? And Derrick Rose. And he said Jabari Parker, he ain't all that. He ain't this. And guess what? All I told him was, sir, Mr. Butter-Inner, all I told him was, go look at him again. But a person with 30 years of experience in something, yes, I'm gonna listen to him. Hell yeah. Especially at the level that this person has been on. Hold on. Not everybody. I'm talking about this one particular person. Because you went to the wrong high school coming out of high school, but you're just scrolling and you don't have a clue. But I love it when people come in butting in. But let me finish. Let me finish my story. Where the butter-inners coming in and don't know the whole whole landscape of what we're talking about. Let's get back to y'all, what we talking about. Last year, in the summer, I walked in a gym and saw a player go up and down the floor 4 times. 4 times. 4 times. And I said, that 30 years experience, Mr. Baker, he didn't score a point, Mr. Baker. And I said, who is that? I ain't never in my life got up and went to ask somebody at a table, who is that? She said, his name, Michael Brown. I said, okay, because I had never heard of him. So I went, asked, Gary Carter was in the building. We was in Vegas at the Battle of the Border. I said, Gary, who's this kid? He said, Hannah, he's going to be a McDonald All-America. You sure know what, y'all, I didn't see him go up the floor 2 or 3 times. And now, that particular guy they saying, he got the number, him and Ryan Conwell, is the number 2 backcourt in the country. That's number 2. Michael Brown, Ryan Conwell. He got 2 more guards in the backcourt. I think they might gonna play a 3-guard lineup, but they got two more killers. Louisville have. Then they sent me. I'm just telling this somebody something. Then they said talk about our. Got this dude named Bennett Sturts and Brendan Housen. I haven't seen them, but they said that's the 3rd best backcourt. They ranking. See, y'all know that these people ranking. Then they got this kid named LeBaron Philon and Aiden Holloway at Alabama. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just giving you some things to go and watch, and y'all tell me what y'all think. UCLA, I saw this little dude named Donovan Dent and Sky Clark. I've seen Donovan. Sky, I've seen him a little bit, here, a little there. But this Donovan Dent, he led NCAA in New Mexico last year in fast break transition points. Bam, bam, he's a blur. If you don't corral him, I mean, the defense is forgetting the rebound to get back and stop this little dude. He's supposed to be UCLA supposed to have the 5th best. USC got Rodney Rice and Chad Baker-Mazara. Chad Baker-Mazara, long, slim kid who played at Auburn last year. Here at USC, that's 6. Ohio State, I haven't seen Bruce Thornton and John Mobley. I have not seen them. I'm curious to see who they are. Arizona, Jaden Bradley, I heard of him, and Brandon Burris. Just giving you something. When you're watching Arizona, take a peek. These people saying these people are that good, do me a favor. Let's see these people who ranking these people know what the hell they talking about. That's Kansas, Melvin Council, and Darren Peterson. Darren Peterson is the truth. Darren Peterson is the truth. Let me keep going. Houston, I'm sorry. Millis Ozane and Isaiah Hardwell. Hardwell young, freshman, but they got him up there. He the 10th. Texas Tech, Christian Anderson and Donovan Atwell. I've seen Anderson, I haven't seen Atwell. Mississippi State got Josh Hubbard, Jaden Epps. Y'all, when y'all watching these, even Wisconsin, Nick Boyd and John Blackwell. Steady. Kansas State, PJ Haggerty, Nate Johnson. Florida, Boogie Flan, and Xavier Lee. They're supposed to be the top 15 backcourts, supposedly, in the country. So over the weekend, I got a few more minutes. Over the weekend, they had these secret scrimmages. They used to be really secret, but now they posted them. And I mean, it used to be really secret. Now Scott Clark is good, but he would transfer to another university. I believe those first two Big Ten backcourts. I mean, I don't know. I mean, let's take a look at them. Let's just take a look at them. But in the secret scrimmages this weekend, LeBaron, Phylon, Alabama, who we just talked about, he had 28. He was 8 for 12 from the field goal, 4 assists, and 3 threes. I know it's exhibition. Ain't nobody else doing it. Yaxel Lindenberg was at Tulane. No, at UAB. I'm sorry. UAB. He at Michigan now. He had 31, 12, and 2 steals. This is just exhibition. But look out for LeBaron Phylon, Alabama, Yaxel Lindbergh from Michigan, and A.J. DeBaster, the monster who I saw out on the battle of the border when Michael Brown was out there. Hold up. That's who everybody was talking about. But shit, I left talking about Michael Brown. But A.J. is that dude. He had 37, 3 assists, 3 steals, 30.7 rebound freshman. Now Lindbergh is a 5th-year senior. He a grown man. LeBaron, I don't know how old LeBaron is, but y'all, it's unpredictable. It's just a scrimmage. But I just want y'all to just take a look at this stuff. And just want y'all to, when the season coming up, so y'all can just watch more than the Houston teams or the Texas team. You got, when you're going through that ESPN, you go back and get these names and write them down and say, okay, all right, I want to see what he got. He said that's still efficient for that young man. Jaden Epps is a transfer from Illinois. Thank you. The lead kid from Florida came from the Ivy League. He might have. I think that might be him. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But that Caden Pierce from the Ivy League that's coming next year, that's the one. That's the one to go to Princeton. Yeah, y'all do me a favor. He ain't going to play this year because he got to sit out academically so he can graduate from Princeton. And then somebody finna have a bag for him next year. Caden Pierce. Oh, my God. Oh, he can flat foot. Go get it. Player of the year in the Ivy. But so let me keep going. Do y'all know the Milwaukee Bucks have now gone 11 consecutive draft classes without one of their own picks signing them to a second contract? The last player to do so was Giannis Antetokounmpo. They done went through 11 draft classes. They done signed their guys, and they don't never sign them to a second contract. That's what happened to our young fella from here, Tyler Smith. He got waived this weekend. The Bucks have now gone 11 straight draft classes. They drafted Tyler, and they didn't sign him to a second contract. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The last Bucks draft pick to receive a second draft. I'm talking about the draft picks. The person that they actually draft. Haven't heard. I ain't heard of a streak like this since the Knicks. They didn't sign a draft pick to a second multi-contract, a multi-year contract for 23 years. Between 1999, Charlie Ward, and then 2022, Mitchell Robinson. Caden Pearson's from Chicago. Y'all, that guy that y'all ain't talking about, that guy y'all don't, for some reason he on your team, but I don't hear no excitement about KD. Kevin Durant now holds the record for the highest career earnings in NBA history, and not LeBron. And LeBron never take a pay cut, and KD just took a haircut. He just took a haircut. He just said 30 million Rockets. I'm not finna take that 30 million. Just give me this 90 and I'm good. Kevin Durant is the highest career earnings in NBA history. Not endorsements. Not in endorsements. He would be a good pickup for the Rockets. Where he gonna play at? Did I just tell you the Rockets guy? Oh, I tell you what, go on the Rockets roster right now and tell me who you gonna take on. I love this. Y'all in my wheelhouse today. Come on, comment. I like this. Who you gonna take off? Who you gonna take off? No, LeBron ain't took no damn pay cut in Miami. Not like not like KD and James Harden done. No. But let me keep going. No. Go tell me the pay cut. Hey, Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade might took LeBron getting all his money. Go look it up. Go look it up there, Mr. David. Go look it up. Let me give you this number. KD done made $598.2 million based on the current and future salaries, surpassing LeBron James. LeBron, right there with him, 583.9. He also has a total. LeBron has a total of 3 years. No, KD got a total of 3 years, $44 million on his current contract. Yo, so it's KD first, LeBron second. Man, come on, Big Coat. Oh, King Sticks. So you like the Rockets? Why you like them? King Stick. Y'all guess who third? Durant, LeBron, and my main man. Steph is fourth. Harden is fifth. Damn, ain't no Harden make that much money. PG is fifth. CP3, PP is sixth. CP3, that man, they'll be staying around. $500 million, yes, sir. $500 million. Then, y'all, let me tell you. Can I tell you the former players' career earnings? Can I tell you? Bird, $25.8 million. Magic Johnson, $39 million. Barkley, $43 million. Michael Jordan made 94 million. Shaq made 286 million. Kobe made 323 million. Wow. Who would you say worth it? I don't think no player is worth it. Nobody's worth it. But that's just what the market would pay. And hold up. And I'm going to amend that because I just don't think feel it. I mean, no, come on. I'd rather pay a teacher a whole lot of money. I think different than a basketball player. So, but you asked me worth, but their value. Kevin Durant that made the Houston Rockets some more money. Cost 25%. The ticket sales was up 25% now. LeBron James, you know everywhere he go, he moved the market. Cleveland was a ghost town when he left. That's the value to these guys. Stephen Curry, we're going to talk about Stephen Curry in a minute and how valuable he is. Do y'all know the most valuable franchise in basketball is the Golden State Warriors? Tell me why. That one boy, Stephen Curry. Y'all, it's spooky in the NBA. That's why I'm trying to explain the King Sticks. King Sticks, you better, King Stick. I'm finna give you this 30 years experience, King Sticks. 30 years experience, King Stick. Dude was the first pick outside of the lottery and isn't even employed just 2 years later. And I've been telling y'all how hard it is to make it for 8 years on this show. Been telling, and I know y'all been listening to me. You know, y'all might say he got 30. I know your ass been using my information. The Brooklyn Nets are now waiving Kobe Buffkin. Sources tell ESPN the former 15th pick was traded to Atlanta to Brooklyn last month for cash considerations, and now he got cut. And yo, that's how hard it is to make it, man. That's how hard it is. I got a question. We've been talking about that, King Sticks, on this show for 8 years, and people still go get white agents every day. You need to ask them. Don't ask me. I'm not even answering that question no more. I'm going to put it up there. King Sticks, I know you ain't been around. I mean, Houston, Texas, I know you ain't been around a long time. Ask these parents who go. That's what you need to ask. Ask these parents who go sign with a white agent. Next time you see one, ask them. Go ask them. They can tell you way better than I can. What happened with Kawhi Leonard? I thought the Clippers was trying to get rid. I can't believe I spent all that time talking to this dude a few minutes ago. I just need to get that point across. That man said, "What happened with Kawhi Leonard?" Dude, what have you been on a rock? The Dodgers reportedly, I got this in my notes. The Dodgers reported made $700 million last year after signing Ohtani to a 10-year, $700 million contract. That's what's been reported. I don't know how much they made. Now, you can't say that. You can't make this statement. First of all, you got to look in your own household. Your dentist black, your doctor black, everything that you do, don't you can't play that game with people, man, no more. Unless you walk in it, David. All right, let me keep going. Let me give y'all some information. Okay. Damn, I got to go. But I'm going to give y'all this information. Let me see how much it is. Oh, it ain't that much. I'm going to give y'all this information. Let me give you this 30 years of experience stuff, right? Let me give you some information on every projected starting lineup, Doug. Doug, for you, Doug, in the NBA. The oldest lineup by far this year in the NBA is the Golden State Warriors. Got me? Who cut your yard? Who cut your yard? Who cut your yard? You cut your yard? Who do your pool? Well, do me a favor. The next time you walk up to if you ever meet the parent of a player, David, you ask that player for me. Ask that player. Okay. Let me keep going. That man said black pastor. Me too. You got absolutely. Let me keep going, y'all. Let me keep going. The oldest lineup this year is the Golden State Warriors. Beside Brandon Podziemski, they are all 35 and older. Okay? The youngest starting lineup will likely be the Utah Jazz, which will include their rookie Ace Bailey. The Charlotte Hornets would be the second. Y'all crazy. The Charlotte Hornets would be the second oldest team, right? The tallest starting lineup would be your Houston Rockets, assuming Reed Shepard starts at point guard. However, if Amen Thompson is the starting point guard, there will be even a more massive height advantage that the Rockets have on the rest of the league. The Rockets are the tallest team in the league. The shortest starting lineup. The shortest starting lineup is the aforementioned the Golden State Warriors. That's the shortest starting lineup. Doug, hold up, Doug. I got something for you. The most expensive starting lineup this year. Guess who it is? Cleveland Cavaliers. Once Darius Garland back in, returns to the from his injury, no one in their starting five will be making less than $20 million a year. It's the only team that got it like that. Other teams with starting lineups with over $150 million are the Knicks, the Sixers, and the Raptors, the Warriors, and the Nuggets. Assuming Jeremy Grant is not in it in the starting lineup. And in terms of continuity, or lack thereof, these are the players making their debut for another team. There are numerous teams with all five starters as returning players from last year. There are numbers. But the Brooklyn Nets and the Phoenix Suns, on the other hand, will have the least continuity in their starting five. They just got two players returning from last season for their team, Brooklyn Nets and Phoenix Suns. Finally, the most international starting lineup. The most international starting lineup are the Hawks, the Lakers, the Pacers, and the Thunder. Each with three of their five starters hailing from outside the United States, whereas the Mavericks, the Pistons, and the Cavaliers will all likely start five Americans. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today. That's about 30 years of experience. And I'm out of here. I got to go, man. because y'all make me laugh. King Stick, I'm done with you, boy. But we out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Go TSU. Best homecoming, the greatest homecoming on earth. TSU. I'm out.